Hi everyone! To continue our supporting the community page through Seed Wellness, I want to share with you a story that I read to children in my sessions. I work with children who struggle with anxiety, anger and low self-esteem, and this story, The Invisible String, is an absolute gem. I'm so glad I found this book. I've used this in lots of scenarios with parent separation, when a child experiences bereavement, separating from a parent to even go to school, for instance. And I thought actually this is really relevant at the moment with coronavirus and us all being separated from everybody because we're all staying at home. So I'm going to read this story to you as though I would read it to children. So I may ask some questions throughout, but you're more than welcome to show this to your children, story time for your children, ask them the same questions, or even order the book, The Invisible String. Let me show you. Give it a go. It's so brilliant. Anyway, I'm going to start reading. Hopefully you can see all the pages. So, Liza and Jeremy, the twins, were asleep one calm and quiet night. Suddenly, it began to rain. Thunder rumbled until it got so loud that it woke them up. "Mum, Mum," they cried out as they ran to her. "Don't worry, you two. It's just the storm making all that noise. Go back to bed." "We want to stay close to you," said Jeremy. "We're scared." Mum said, "You know we're always together, no matter what." "But how can we be together when you're out there and we're in bed?" said Liza. Mum held something in front of them and said, "This is how." Rubbing their sleepy eyes, the twins came closer to see what Mum was holding. "I was about your age when my mum first told me about the invisible string." "I don't see a string," said Jeremy. "You don't need to see the invisible string. People who love each other are always connected by a very special string made of love." "But if you can't see it, how do you know it's there?" asked Liza. "Even though you can't see it with your eyes, you can feel it with your heart and know that you are always connected to everyone you love." Who do you think would be on your invisible string right now? When you're at school and you miss me, your love travels all the way along the string until I feel it tug on my heart. "And when you tug it back, we feel it in our hearts," said Jeremy. So that string is travelling all the way to Mum and all the way back again. And just give it a little tug. "Does Casper the cat have an invisible string?" Liza asked. "She sure does," said Mum. "And best friends like me and Lucy?" asked Liza. "Best friends too." "How far can the string reach?" "Anywhere and everywhere," said Mum. Look at that, all over the world. "Would it reach me even if I were a submarine captain deep in the ocean?" said Jeremy. "Yes," said Mum, "even there." "Or a mountain climber? Or a dancer in France? Yes, even there." "A jungle explorer? Even there." "How about an astronaut out in space?" "Yep, even there." Wow, that's a long way for your string to travel. Then Jeremy quietly asked, "Can my string reach all the way to Uncle Brian in heaven?" Yes, even there. Does the string go away when you're mad at us? Oh my goodness, look at that mess. Whose mummies and daddies would be saying, what a mess? Never, said Mum. Love is stronger than anger, and as long as love is in your heart, your string will always be there. She's not mad even though they've made a mess. Even when you get older and you can't agree on which film to see, or what game to play in the car, or what time to go to bed. That's right, you two, you should be in bed. And with that they laughed as Mum chased the twins back to their bed. Within a few minutes they were asleep, even though the storm was still making some loud noises outside. And as they slept, they started to dream of all the invisible strings they have, and all the strings their friends have, and their friends have, until everyone in the world is connected by the invisible string. And from deep inside, they now could clearly see no one is ever alone. Thank you for listening. I really love that story, and hopefully you'll share it with your children. It's really important at this time to be talking about who we're connected to, who we love, and making lots of video time calls to everybody when we can't be connected in person. How about making a picture with your invisible string? I usually get a nice big piece of paper, bigger than this if you've got it, and you get them to draw themselves and then draw the string and whoever they're connected to along the way. Is a really nice way to follow up this story. Just makes you really think about who's important and who's on that string and who you love and care for. Hope you enjoyed that. Any questions, just let me know. Thanks.